Hey gamers, in today's video I'm just going to give you a brief review and a little bit of a painting tutorial on just using washes on the Reaper's Bone miniature called Blight Fang. And right here we're using a Micro Art Studios base. But one thing I wanted to show off before we get into the painting is that this thing came with a lot of gaps that had to be used. Now I'm definitely no expert using molding putty, but as you can see I had to add scales here, and that's usually actually about the size of the gap that was left between the leg joint and the body. See if I can get some other things. There's a huge one there between the wings, and you can see it all the way through there. As well as I had to add a bunch of scales there. We'll see how these come out after spray painting. But yeah, so I'm going to go prime this right now. But so far I like the miniature. It's just that it came with a lot of gaps in comparison to another dragon miniature I bought from them. Okay, so now it's all primed here. I see I did it in white, and so what we're going to do is just use a wash. Now I'm going to go with green, as you can see right here, Shade by Citadel, to kind of just go over all the white multiple times to give a really nice organic look. It also makes painting go a lot more quicker. For an example, I want to put this model ideally completely painted on the table tomorrow for my D&D group, and I figured, you know, one of the best ways to do this might be with a wash instead of actually painting it as a time saver. Okay, so I'm just putting on the first layer here still, and I realized that for those of you who maybe are using a shade for the very first time, you might want to get an idea of exactly how I'm applying this. And it's really, really easy. You just kind of load up your brush, just glob it on, and then glob it onto the model, and then just kind of spread it around. And you can see it just pools right into all the recesses, which is why it's so easy to use it and why it's such a time saver, and in the end can give that really, really natural look. Alright, so this is after one layer of green shade. I'm probably going to do another, but it also came out pretty good. So you might just move on to the next stage after that. Another option is to maybe add a little bit of yellow or some other color and kind of do up the edges of the scales, or some of the scales, and then go over with the green wash, again to give a little more definition. Okay, so after adding the second layer and a little bit of yellow, as you can see here, it's pretty green. I just finished off with doing the tusks and the bottom scales with the Ushapti bone kind of color, as well as the Citadel Cantor blue for all of the blue parts that you see. And that's all I did to get, you know, the entire dragon done. I still have to do its base, but as you can see, just doing washes was extremely effective, as it showed up all the detail, as well as extremely quick. Hope this is helpful.